Are your expectations keeping you from being happy? What do I mean by that? Well, did you know that one of the best barometers of our success and happiness is the expectations that we have on ourselves and on other people? So what are your expectations? Many of us have unspoken expectations or unconscious ones that may be sabotaging our hopes and dreams. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how our expectations can reveal the way we see ourselves and how we present ourselves to others. So let's dive right in. Do you find that you're asking yourself, why is it that the same thing happens to me all the time? Like, I invest in people and I get disappointed every time. I feel rejected by people. I'm never accepted. I feel judged. I try to be supportive. I try to help, but I don't know, I just always, nothing good happens to me. I'm never lucky. I'll never be happy. I can never get ahead. No one will ever love me the way I want to be loved. You might say, well, my best days are behind me. What have I got to look forward to? I can never achieve that. I'm just so stupid. I'm just not smart enough. I'm just not good enough like them. So I will never get what they have. Life is just too hard. And I just want life to be easy. Things will never change. He will never change. This is just the way I am. No one ever appreciates me. If those negative thoughts are not you, maybe you have positive thoughts and expectations. So these statements might resonate with you more. I want to be happy. I will meet the perfect person for the rest of my life, and we're going to grow old together and live this happily ever after life. I will have a successful career. I will have a happy home, beautiful kids, and the most perfect husband or wife or spouse. Now, which of those statements describe you more or less? One of the common things that I hear from my clients is that they feel like everything they do is not working. Like they're not appreciated, they want something better for their life, but the things that they're doing is not working for them. They're beginning to lose positive expectations for their future and find themselves filled with anxiety because these negative scripts are running through their brain. So is that happening to you? You might say, well, I don't know. I just feel depressed. I encourage you to try this. Take some time, some 5 to 10 minutes, doing nothing. Just spend time with yourself and be mindful of what enters your brain. One of the things that are the best barometers of our success is our expectations. Now, there are spoken and unspoken expectations, conscious and unconscious expectations. So this, work of identifying what they are for you is going to take time. It's not an overnight process. So I encourage you to take the time to spend some alone time with yourself, which means silence, and write those thoughts down that come to your brain. Just write them down. Don't judge it. Just write it and then look at what your brain is telling you. Oftentimes, what we want from another person are what we hope for, but we do the same thing, same behaviors of conduct, and we don't change our own attitude, and our behaviors are downstream of our attitudes. So for example, if I think I'm ugly, my attitude, the way I present myself, is going to show, right? I might dress a little bit drabby. I might not take care of my body. I might overeat. I might, not stand up straight. And that's what we present to other people. So if you also think that nothing good will happen to you guess how you're going to present yourself? You're going to expect the worst to happen to you all the time. And if you do not set expectations or goals because you're afraid you're going to get disappointed, and therefore you don't set any bars or high bars or goals, guess what's going to happen? You are going to be just a blank slate for other people to impose their goals and expectations on you. And you're going to be more apt to just accept it. You know, I am a recovering enabler. And so what happened with me is that because I didn't have my own goals and expectations, I very readily accepted other people's expectations and goals. So I wasn't able to meet them on an equal footing. They were able to influence me more. And therefore, I often felt that I was being used or people were using me, when in fact I allowed that to happen. The other thing that happens when we don't set goals and expectations for fear of being disappointed is that we bring an attitude of victimhood to people around us. And if you want people to appreciate you, are people going to appreciate people who feel like victims? How are you going to present yourself? Are you going to present yourself in a proud way? Probably not. What kind of people might that attract? Like attracts like. So it's very possible you might attract other victims. And oftentimes misery likes company. And there may not be the very best people to rely on. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. We rely on people. We invest in people who are not trustworthy because they're struggling with the same thing. They're drawn to us because we have those negative attitudes, and that resonates with them. So it's a self-fulfilling prophecy. So I encourage you to stop that if you're interested in putting a stop to that type of behavior and attraction. The other thing that we often do is we expect other people to fix things in our lives that only we can fix. So my attitude is something that I only can fix. My standards or my expectations are ones that only I can fix. So if I'm looking for affirmation from another person and love, but I don't have that for myself, and I don't think I'm worthy, and I have low self-esteem, I don't want to work at things, I want life to be easy, well, why should I expect another person to do all the work then, right? I'm expecting another person to make my life easier. Is that fair? Probably not. I don't think so. And they might see this as us trying to control them, right? And so what's going to happen? They're going to try to control us. And so we perpetuate the same cycle, what we expect from people, from ourselves, and we often set our expectation based on past performance. And if you want to go in a different direction, well, you're going to be entering unfamiliar territory. So you got to leave the old behind, and that includes your old expectations. It's a very difficult journey. It's not for the faint of heart. It's a courageous journey if you're very serious about this new path that you want to go on. And if you're serious about stopping and changing your expectations and goals, it's going to take time and effort and self-awareness. And stopping old patterns of thought and behavior is not an easy task. So I encourage you to use this time to think, take some time alone, be silent with yourselves. Don't judge the things that enter your brain, but just watch, just be mindful and be observant of what actually enters your brain and write it down. Now, if you find that these negative scripts and voices are entering your brain and you don't know what to do about them, I offer no-cost discovery calls. So I encourage you to send a comment and let me know, and we can do something about that. Now, if this has been helpful to you, I hope that you like, share, or subscribe so that we can share this to other people who might find this very helpful. Until my next video, I wish you hope and peace.